Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Ravens, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams...
It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
They'll motion over Flowers. Second down, Jackson. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, for that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time, running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he will get into the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. You hope
to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Ravens are on the board. Down. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They send him right out of the slot. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Now it is 1st and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's in! Touchdown, Ravens. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive and translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They take him down back at the 6-yard line. One final throw before the break. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed. They'll watch the second half.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league, ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself...
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
In the middle of the field, that is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
So they're down 8 here in the final quarter. A touchdown, a must, as they come out for 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. A field goal will make it a 1-score game, but they want more here on 4th and goal. They'll run here, and he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
And he'll go down, back at the 4. And he will not go down at the opposing 46-yard line. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Into space. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Now out we are down to likely just one more play. Here comes second down. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.